the only way that some people were able to revive their lives, the livelihood, is that her dad had a safe in a department store that was fireproof. So the department store burned, but the money was still there. So her dad and another man went around the country trying to raise money to help Tulsans, basically reestablish themselves. But she said that white people have been arming themselves for months. In fact, there was an article in the newspaper. A white man was lynched, okay, because he killed a taxi driver. And the newspaper said, if we can lynch a white man, we have also lynched a Negro. That was recurrent. And then they started arming themselves to get ready. So they were looking for something to happen. What had happened was, Dick Rowland was a shoe shine boy, 19 years old, and he was part of a group of orphans in Tulsa, and they were interracial, orphans who ran together. Dick Rowland, a shoe shine boy, the place where he shined shoes, you could only use the restroom on the top floor, so you had to take the elevator. Sarah Page was a white girl. She was 17 years old. She was also an orphan. Her, Dick Rowland's guardian wrote later that she believed the two of them knew each other. There's some historians who said they had something to do with each other, not just knew each other, and something to do with each other, whatever. They did know each other. It's established that they knew each other. He gets on the elevator, something happens, nobody really knows. He jostles her, or she jostles him, or they bump into each other. And again, there's historical, did she scream? Some say she screamed, some say she just explained. Like if someone bumps into you and say, oh, a white man observed that and would spread the rumor that Dick Rowland had raped Sarah Page. The newspaper had a headline, to lynch a Negro tonight. To lynch a Negro tonight. And they destroyed property, did all kinds of stuff, but the brothers were not gonna let him be lynched. That was one thing that happened. The brothers, many of whom had come from the Spanish-American War, were like, it's not going down like that. So it was quite fascinating. But in any case, long story short, the governor of Oklahoma appointed a commission. No black people on the commission. Why did Tulsa burn? The answer, too many N-words had too much money. And N was not Negro. This was an official government document. So basically, again, while many will talk about, a lot of people like to talk about Tulsa in the context of Dick Rowland and Sarah Page, and did he rape her, and there was no rape. She later, after the fact, she said he was never raped. She refused to press charges. So what it was an economic crime. It was basically an opportunistic economic crime. And so there is a connection. I got my hook, so that means I'm gonna stop. I could go on and on and on, unfortunately. Reverend Jackson once told me he was gonna let me talk until I raised money at some event, so I talked for it. Reverend said, I didn't believe you could talk for an hour. I said, Reverend, let me help you out with something. I have been a radio talk show host and a college professor. I can talk any amount of time for 30 seconds to 3 hours. I might wanna get a little water somewhere in between, but other than that, I'm good. So I'm gonna stop here. When you think about our history, think about the hidden chapters of our history and what we must know about it. Do not ever tell anybody you don't understand economics, because you do and you must. Understand that enslavement was an economic act. Lynching was an economic act. And the predatory capitalists are trying to basically assert white supremacy, which I call the delusion of white supremacy. With an even playing field, there is no supremacy. Thank you.